What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about the second book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I mentioned this when I reviewed the first book in the series. This isn't necessarily going to be strictly spoiler-free, mostly because I have read the prequels to these novels, I have read The Infernal Devices, so I know who's related to who. Like, all of that kind of stuff has been spoiled for me. Within the dust jacket of the Clockwork Princess, there is this huge, long family tree, so like, I know where all of this is going. So strictly speaking, there is going to be probably spoilers on that. But otherwise, I haven't read the rest of the series. I don't necessarily know where it's going. But now that that is out of the way, oh my god. So, I read these books because I kept seeing them being talked about on TikTok. Like, let's be real. Like, that's why I decided to read them. I've known about them for a very, very long time. But I knew about the incest. And when I read the first book, I'm like, well, at least that's behind us now. But I didn't realize that the incest had only just begun. Because I would say that the plot of City of Ashes is just Jace and Clary going like, we cannot be together. You're my brother. We can't do it. Are you saying my feelings for you aren't valid? We could keep it a secret. And then like by the end of it, like Jace is finally like, you know what? No, you're right. We're brother and sister. We can't be together. But Clary has now changed her mind. She's like, oh, but we could be together. We could keep it a secret. I couldn't believe how far the incest is pushed in this book. The funny thing is that like, I know where this is going. I know that they're not really related, and the seeds of like Jace's actual lineage are planted in this book, and like they are there. So like Cassandra Clare like knows that they're not related, but like my god, is she really trying to make you ship them? Even though at this point the characters think they're related, like the audience is supposed to think they're related, and I'm like, why are we doing this? So with that being said, I found all of the romance in this book unbelievably ridiculous, because not only do we have that, but then we also had Simon and Clary. Now, Simon and Clary are your typical, like, I'm the best friend that she's never noticed, but maybe one day she'll finally go out with me type of trope, which I don't particularly like. These books did come out in the 2000s, so, you know, it is what it is. It's a product of its time. But in this book, Simon and Clary sort of start going out, but, like, with no effort on Clary's part. Clary just kind of lets Simon, like, kiss her and then call her his girlfriend, and then by the end of it, he breaks up with her, and, like, none of this phases Clary at all. And I'm like, girl, what is happening? What are you doing? It was just really strange. Clary to me still doesn't feel like a real character, especially because like all she's doing is like kind of serving as somebody who doesn't know what's going on. So it's like we can get exposition because Clary doesn't know anything that's happening. In this book though, we are also switching perspectives a lot, and I was always disappointed when we get thrown back into Clary's perspective because I would rather be with Jace. Like, I love the family drama. I love kind of learning that kind of stuff. I really like Alec. I think he's learning a lot about himself. I know about him and Magnus. Like, I've seen the fan art. I was on Tumblr, so like I know where that ship is going. But every time we'd get to Clary, I just felt like it just wasn't there. Like, it just wasn't doing it for me. She just doesn't quite feel like a real character. And again, like, these books were written in the 2000s, like I said, and I recently reread Twilight, and some of that stuff is very, like, reminiscent. Like, the way that Clary acts, the way that she thinks about other girls, like, the way that the relationships are portrayed, like, it feels a lot like Twilight to me. But with that, I feel like Bella truly did kind of feel like her own character. Like, it was all driven by her. Whereas with this, I kind of feel like if Clary wasn't there, all of this would still be happening. We just wouldn't have the weird incest with it, if you know what I mean. The actual plot of this book is that Valentine is trying to steal all of the mortal instruments, and he's trying to like create his demon army and keep going and being evil and all that kind of stuff. And along the way, shenanigans do happen. We do get some interesting things that happen with some vampires, with some werewolves, like things are going in an interesting direction. I was very frustrated that we spent the whole first book trying to save Clary's mom, and then she wasn't in this one at all, but apparently it's because she's gonna be playing a bigger role in the next book later on, so like I guess that's understandable. And I know that I am really ragging on these books, but I'm actually really enjoying myself. Like, yeah, they're dumb and like they're cringy and the romance is just really bad, but I'm really enjoying reading them. Like, they remind me of Gossip Girl, and it's just kind of been a fun time. I'm actually really excited to get into the next book, although I do know that there's a scene coming in the next book that's ooh, I can't believe. But regardless, I'm giving this book a B+ again. I think that it was better than the first one in that it felt more grounded in the world. I felt like things were actually happening. We were more grounded in a plot. So it was better in those ways, but then was also worse in other ways. And to me, that was kind of the relationships and where things are going, which I'm not really like holding out hope for that. Like, I really like Isabel, but I'm not really holding out hope that she's suddenly going to become like a 3-dimensional character or anything like that. But I'm enjoying myself. So I'm really sorry if you love these books and it sounds like I hate them, because I really am enjoying them. But I'm giving this book a B+. I'm excited to move on to the next one to see where we're going next. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.